Mike and I are heading back out today. Sunny, it's hot, 89 degrees so far here. Might be even a little warmer than that. Gonna go back to the big flat part of Springfield Lake. I caught a ton yesterday. Of course I caught the 6-pounder, caught a 3-pounder, a bunch of decent ones, all on a wacky, just a wacky worm, a 5-inch Seco on a weedless hook, and weightless, because I was really fishing primarily in 2.5 foot max of water. So it's interesting, that water's starting to clear up, so we got some clear water coming in. The water level's pretty. We're just gonna go back out today, and I got some news on the we're still waiting. So Ozark Mountain Trading Company, what a fabulous company. Larry and Bruce over there, that insert that popped out because the wheel got caught on the sidekick. The insert just popped out, that screws in the T-rail. He's pretty confident that they can just plastic weld that. They want to call Native on Monday, see what they have to say before we go plastic welding anything in there. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. As of right now, I've got the rail back on with everything but the first one. I've got the sidekick moved back where it works great. Probably some more support. It's just a little heavier. I mean, it's just a heavy boat. It'd be really nice if it would mount where I had it when it broke, because that was the only trip that I'd had it up there trying it out, and I was like, man, this is nice. It's a lot less heavy, and just didn't work out. So we'll get the boat fixed. I'm kind of in love with it, the Titan X12.5, to be honest. This is my first Native Watercraft. I'm starting to fish some tournaments, trying to get a YouTube deal going and some social media. Primarily, we have access that's really close, so it's really convenient and easy to get on, to be fishing. We got 2 or 3 lakes that are really close. We got 2 big lakes that are, an hour or less away. I think, I'd like to eventually, once we get to a point to where it makes sense, get in with one of these companies. I enjoy the rigging process. So man, if you like to rig your boat and do things and be creative and set it up exactly how you want, I don't know that there's anything out there. I mean, I've said this in previous videos before. I was really, really, really interested in the Old Town Sportsman 120 or 136. I hadn't made up my mind. I probably would have went with the 120. I'm very familiar with 12-foot boats. You get much bigger than that. I mean, this Titan's a beast. I mean, I almost need a trailer for it. I just think there's no, I didn't like the storage or lack of storage capability in the Old Town. I'd like to have something, it's pretty bare bones, and the seat was a little lower, but the cockpit area, man, what a dream. And how that Minn Kota sits up in that, how that goes is wonderful. But I really wanted to have a pedal option. Even if I don't take the pedal drive out every time, I like to have the option to either go no motor, pedal only, motor only, no pedal, or both, which is primarily what I do. I'm kind of thinking about today not taking the pedals, just the motor. I haven't decided yet, but I like, motor into a spot and backing up, staying in a spot with that. I mean, the Native pedal drive is unbelievable. You don't have to pull any wire. That's amazing for me. I do like the Hobie. I've got my hip. I'm actually gonna have hip surgery this December, but that motion like this is better for my hip, but I'm not noticing that big of a difference. And the other thing I like about the Hobie, and we're gonna do a walkthrough of the PA12, I like the steering on both sides, depending on what hand I've got a rod in, what I'm doing at the time. Still notice that I reach down and reach for that right side steering for the rudder. Not a big deal, not a huge deal. I haven't changed the rudder or the steering on the Native. The stock one in there is fine for now. We'll hopefully we catch some fish today. It's bright sun, no real clouds. Yeah, we're gonna say it's gonna be hot. 91. It's 91 now. 89 when I left the house, but I think I was parked in the garage, so a little bit of shade. So we'll get on the water here. We're pulling in. You can see going over the dam.
So of course, the way it works out is that Jeff always forgets something and I have to pick it up. So I'm not complaining, but man, wish that guy could remember everything he needs every time he leaves his house. Be nice. That's why we take 2 vehicles, you know? I'm sure I'm gonna forget something and maybe he can go out and help a brother out from time to time. I'm always getting him some water. Seriously, let's catch some fish today.
Don't you jump. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. It's a good one. Right off that big log. I ain't moving it much. I mean, a lot of guys call me Jeff Wacky Worm Lee. You know it? Beautiful bass. There's got to be more on that. No. I thought he was going to jump. I'm just wondering if getting in that grass like we were the other day, or it's either that or fish these grasses, or go in there and throw that damn frog. I'm not ready for all these lily pads to fill in. Boy, that's shallow up. Well, I had to go in. I gave Mike the power pole. I wanted to see if it floated, the ultralight. By the way, it does not float. So we were in about 4.5 foot of water. I just had to get in, and he goes, "There's no way you're gonna get it to muddy bottom." And I literally felt it on the first time my feet touched once. I'm like, oh, I can touch, moved them over, got it, and got it up. So he has the power pole stick, because I can use spot lock. And so I'm just sitting here for a second, and actually I'm gonna catch this fish. Oh God! Got him! Oh my gosh, it's a crappie! I think it's a dadgum crappie. I got it on the tail. No, it's a, what is that, a white bass? Dude, it looks like a piranha. A big shad? Oh my gosh. What is this? That's great. I don't even know what the hell that was. I got it by the tail. All right, I gotta get my stuff together and get my life jacket back on. I'll be back.